Good evening, race fans. It's time once again for Tuesday night Racing for a Cause, the Hershy Design Series, bringing you action from Racing for a Cause here at Bristol, Tennessee. I am your host, Chris. Joining me later on, he's not home yet, Rick Hammond Jr. He'll be on later. Man, we got 150 laps coming from Bristol. I'm wicked excited for this. We got about 13 minutes left of warm-up, and hey, we're at Bristol, baby, and it's the Coliseum. Everybody, I've been watching some of this practice. You guys couldn't see it, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting race. Once again, thank you everybody who's out there. I'm kind of getting psyched up for this one. It's going to be good. If you have any questions or want to just join in the chat, feel free. I am paying attention to about a few things anyways, but yeah, I'm ready to go. Waiting for Rick. Like I said, he had something he had to do. Let me know he was going to be on a little bit late, and yeah, it's Bristol, baby. Linda knows what it's all about. How you doing tonight, Linda? And that's what I've been seeing a lot of right there, guys. I've been seeing a lot of crashing going on. You get on the throttle a little too early here, you will spin that car around. There's no stopping it. Bristol is a little unforgiving. It's a short track tempers. I'm going to say right now, I'm happy not to be an admin of this race. It also looks like, despite what we thought, we are going to have a pretty big field here. Maybe not as big as some, but it's going to be right around 30 cars. So hang on tight, because it's going to get interesting. We got a couple announcements to make tonight. We'll make those a little bit later. And yeah, just kind of watching everybody right now. Looks like in practice, Troy Radford's been the fastest. Sean Cool, number 24 car, sitting in second, and Chris Mefford in third. You'll remember last week, Sean Cool had a really good race on that 24 car. Starting to see some names I hadn't seen in a little while. I see the 2 car, Terry Rennert, out there. And see a bunch of new names too. So this series is ever growing in its popularity, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. I think what we might do, just to save my voice a little bit, because I don't know how long it's going to be until Rick gets here. I'm going to throw on some music, guys. I'll be watching chat. I'll be able to type back and everything, but I'm just going to save myself a little bit here. Almost 10.5 minutes to go here still, so we will be here, although I won't be talking for a little bit, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back, and I think we're getting ready to go qualifying. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you for coming out here on a Tuesday night. Again, we have some announcements for later on, and we are waiting for Rick Hammond Jr. to join me up here in the booth. He did tell me he was going to be late, so I'm not surprised. We got drivers meeting, and boom, like that, we're into qualifying. We have a bunch of drivers out there tonight looking to try and make the field. And before we get too far in, if I am too loud, if the race is too loud, please let me know. Make sure that it's looking good. I want to make sure you can see it really well. I want to make sure that you can hear it really well. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I love Bristol. I would have eaten my socks if I could have raced tonight. I don't know if I would have gone that far actually, but it would have been pretty close. On board the 12 machine, Brian Rogers, he got done with his qualifying. Chris Mefford had one really fast lap, 15.839 on the pole. He's bringing it in. Adam Chapman in the 83 had a pretty nice lap himself. Can he beat it? No, he cannot. Adam Chapman right now sitting in second. David Roach in the 09 car. Very nice qualifying effort. Third in that 09. It looks like he's done. Oh, back to fourth. Adam Chapman, let's see. Somebody took over the one spot. That's Gregory Willis. A lot of action here in qualifying. It's hard to keep up. I do the best I can, but I can only bring you one car at a time. Man, these guys are all doing it at the same time. You know, there are some differences from doing this on a computer versus doing it live. All right, qualifying efforts are almost done. We got KR out there in the 07. KR is involved in one of those announcements tonight. We got Justin McDuff hanging out on YouTube with us. So what's going on, Justin? Rocket fuel, cool. Rocket fuel was added to that gas tank because he is out front right now. So it's a little funny. I will say this. I thought, based on some of the things that we were seeing on Facebook, I thought tonight's car count was going to be a little bit on the small side. Turns out, ladies and gentlemen, we are wrong, and it looks like it's going to be about 30 cars tonight getting ready to take the green. If they all do, oh my. Bristol, the Coliseum, is going to come to life, and I suspect that over the course of 150 laps, we might have a caution. Maybe one. That's it. We are ready to go. It is time to bring on the grid. And this is where I'm going to really miss Rick, because he's usually the one that does this. But we'll see if we can do it. That's too loud. We'll turn that down right now. All right. Here we go. On the pole, driver of the 24 car, Sean Cool. Gregory Willis in the 28 car, outside pole, starting second. Starting in third, car number 46, it's Chris Mefford, followed by Adam Chapman in the 83 car. He starts fourth. David Roach in the 09, starting top five. Joe Burchett, car number 36, starting in sixth place. Tommy Q, Thomas Quattlebaum Jr. in the 08, he's going to be starting seventh. KD, OKD in the 88, going to be starting eighth. AJ Rogers in the 17, he's going to be starting ninth. Eric Teskey in the 99 car, going to be starting 10th. Jason Burgess in the 26 car, starting 11th. Brian Rogers Jr. in the 12 car, starting 12th. Old Vernon in the 55 car, starting 13th. John Johnson in the 22, 14th. Derek Pemberton, driver of the number 19 car, starting in 15th place. Armando Ortiz, Big Poppy, driving in the number 25 car. And last week's winner, he starts 16th. Brian Hacker, driver of the number 11, starting in 17th. Andy Lambert in the 70 car, starting 18th. Peyton Johnson in the 85, 19th. Terry Renner remaking a return tonight in the 2 car, starting in 20th. Chris Powell in the 41, starting 21st. Scotty Zirk in the 78 car, starting 22nd. KR in the 07, starting 23rd. Jeffrey Clifton in 15. He's starting 24th as the cars start to roll. The 56 car of Jason Napier starting 25th. Doug Johnson starting 26th. Aaron Tolhurst starting in 27th. Ryan Wilson 28th. Bobby Summers in the 23 car starting 29th. Doug Wysocki starting 30th. And they keep coming, ladies and gentlemen. James Edwards in the number 5 car starting in 31st. Rick Greenaway in the 69 starting 32nd. And that is our field as we get set to go green flag racing. Wow. I got to pick up on the leader because we are getting ready to go. And he's around here somewhere, I'm sure. Maybe. Oh, Sean, I don't want to miss you. All right, there we are. We are on board with the leader. It took me a second, my goodness. Linda's watching on the big screen. Oh, that's the only way to watch Bristol. Oh, yeah. Look at those cars ready to go. Oh, man, this is going to be so good. And here we go, green flag racing. Sean Cool takes it to the inside, able to extend his lead out. The 28 car right behind him, 45 car, holds on to third. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of lanes these guys decide they want to use here. Is it going to be the top lane? Is it going to be the bottom lane? It looks like top is where it's at right now. Sean Cool showing the way around right now. Gregory Willis and Chris Mefford, second and third. We got a battle for position for fourth place. Looks like we're under caution. That didn't take very long. Big checkup. Big checkup. Everybody's got to get out of the way of the leaders. And couldn't really make out the cars involved. The 07 car. That's KR. KR Stolfus. He's involved in the first wreck. I know there was another car. I I missed it. I didn't see who it was, unfortunately. Oh, it's the 78 car. Looks like Scotty Zerk, driver of the 78 car. So Scotty and KR bring out the first yellow, lap number 2 here at Bristol. Two laps. I don't really think anybody's going to come in and pit, but you never know. Somebody might surprise you. I'm getting word that Rick is home. And he is doing the download right now, so hopefully it won't be too long. There was an update for iRacing, so it's going to take him a minute or two to get through it. And again, I want to thank everybody for coming out here on Tuesday night, spending some time with us here at CRN Network. We really do appreciate it. Like I said, we have a couple of announcements coming on a little bit later on here. And I'll wait for Rick to do those. I really don't like early cautions, but I understand that that's probably when we're going to see them. People get anxious, those butterflies in the pit of their stomachs. But on my end of it, it really just deflates me for a second, then I got to get all that built up excitement back up and ready to go. And Rocket Fuel Cool sitting up front. Again, the 28 car, Gregory Willis. We're lined up. We're getting ready to go green. Sean Cool has control and he takes the green flag. Good jump from the 24 car. Looks like the 28's able to maintain. The 45, Chris Mefford, tries to sneak down underneath, but I don't think he's going to make the pass there. Ooh, actually, no, he's not. And he gets into the wall. Oh, boy. 28 car gets into the wall on the outside. Chris Mefford goes for a ride into the inside retainer, and we kind of saw that one happen as it was. He was going for position on the inside. The 28 was there. They got into each other. Chris got to the inside wall. I don't think his car's done. I don't think he hit that hard. The 28 car, Gregory Willis, he got into the outside retainer. And all the while, Sean Cool has been up front. Let's see if we can find Chris Mefford. Yeah, his car looks to be okay. I think he's going to be okay. He's coming down pit road. He does have some damage, but the motor's not gone, and this is not an aerodynamic track, so he should be fine. You know, and you're right. Probably won't be any long runs. I'm going to put an if in there. If we keep going the way we're going, if the guys settle down and they get rid of these bugs that are in their stomachs, I'm sure Troy, the other admins are out on the radio telling people to settle down. We have, believe it or not, done a special race on this track, and we try and hit this track every season. It's one of our favorites. If they settle down, we'll be okay. I don't know that we're going to get 60 or 70 laps of green flag racing, but I think we might be able to get 30, 40. I'd like to see a couple of green flag stops on this track because pit road is, well, it's awesome. Yeah, you're right, Justin. It might be. You got to keep your pit strategy in check for sure. And I don't know if he's ready yet, but he can at least say hi. Joining me finally up in the booth, Rick Hammond Jr. How you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing great, brother. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Are you?
No, I'm having a little bit of issue with my download speeds here at 0.26 kbs.
Oh, good stuff.
I'm guessing that the iRacing servers are pretty busy. Kind of prime time there for around the U.S. here, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock over there in California and out west. So we'll see what happens. I'm just doing the 3 cars, so I don't know what's taking so long. But right now it's in 33 minutes.
Oh boy. Well, I promise you one thing: we won't be done in 33 minutes.
Nope. But I'm following along definitely with the broadcast. I want to thank everybody out there and say hello to the people watching there. Sorry I was a little bit late. I had a little bit of a family gathering that we had to go to at our local church tonight. So, but we're here. It's Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, and we still have 32 cars running. Hello. Pace car lights are off. Sean Cool to the inside. Cars are crossed over. We're getting ready to go green flag racing once again. Sean Cool on point. Gregory Willis on the 28 car. He is on the outside point. Now you saw him just get into the wall at the right front. We'll check in on him and see if any damage happened. Maybe some steering damage, but no, Sean Cool launches. He doesn't even give him a chance. Sean Cool in the 24 looking good tonight. The 83 car. Gregory Willis pushes his way in. He's looking to take over second place. Joe Burchett in the 36 car looking for position as well. Gregory Willis may have some damage that's just showing up when he's steering, but no. Burchett in the 36 not able to make the pass that time through. He's down underneath, and he's going to lose position. Looks like to Katie. Katie in the 88 takes position, and that puts Joe Burchett back to 5th. Katie running up to 4th now. Gregory Willis in 3rd. Adam Chapman, it's a victory for him, taking up 2nd place after that restart. We're still under green. Holy cow. We go back a little bit further. The 08 car. Oh, there it is. Caution. Caution on the track. And it looks like Terry Rennert might have been involved. The 8 car, Doug Johnson. He's right past the start-finish line. Facing the wrong way. He'll get that spun around and continue on, it looks like. Having trouble spinning it around. There he goes. The 8 car's off again. Looks like he's got some damage on that car. So, basically just a typical Bristol car. No problem there. Twist them up, bend them up. It's all good.
Well, the good news, Chris, I'm sitting at 1.8%. And, it just went from 33 minutes to go to 3 dashes, so I don't know what that means.
That means 3 days, Rick. Getting word through our special admin channel. Yes, I'm happy to not be an admin tonight.
Yeah, one thing about Bristol, Chris, I mean, we all know it doesn't matter how cool your head is and how many people. I mean, it could just be you and I out in this track, and we know that there's going to be some tempers that are flaring. I mean, that's just a huge, big part of Bristol. Short track racing, these cars, this is pretty much the shortest track that we go to next to Martinsville. But, they're just out there rattling cages tonight, buddy.
Yep, and you can't take anything personal out there. It's probably not intentional, so might as well just go with it. Hey, listen, top 11, 12 cars, make that Oh, it's all updating. Never mind. Looks like top 16, I can say it now. Have not taken a pit. 17 on back has taken pit stops, so they are on fresher tires for what that's worth. Up front, though, Sean Cool has been cool up front. I had to do it. It was lame, but I had to do it. And he's been just a rocket. There you go, Justin. That's for you. He's been a rocket off from these green flag starts, man. And it's going to take somebody to really kind of get a little aggressive with him to try and keep up with him, I think. Does Adam Chapman have what it's going to take? Pace car lights are down. Cars are crossing over. We're getting ready to go green flag racing.
I definitely want to say welcome, Chris. We do have some new members out there tonight. First time out on the track, and Adam Chapman is one of those new members. So welcome to the Racing for a Cause family. And good luck on your first inaugural race with us.
Yeah, two new drivers in the top 5. Joe Burchett, 4 minutes before the race started, says, "Hey, can I get a number?" And I said, "Sure." And here he is out there running in 5th place. But Sean Cool restarts this one up front, and boom, takes off again. Adam Chapman not able to hold on, but he is on the outside in the 83. KD in the 88 making a challenge. He's running 3rd. Greg Willis on the bottom side, not where he wants to be. The 09, David Roach goes around very easily, honestly. The 28 car not liking being down below, and he's still pinned down. The 36 car, Joe Burchett, we're just talking about him. He goes to the outside, has a nose. Joe Burchett takes over 5th place, excuse me. AJ Rogers in the 17, excellent run for him so far. He's up to 6th. Brian Rogers in the 12 getting around the 28 as well. Greg Willis going the wrong way. Up front, Sean Cool definitely leading the way on this one. Adam Chapman trying to find a different line, but that one didn't work. You see the KD really closing the gap right there. KD in the 88 really got close to that rear bumper, and Adam's got to try and find a different way around, or else he's going to get swallowed up by that 88 car.
You know, KD in that 88 machine, Chris, he's hungry. He's had some really good runs the last few weeks. He's got a new paint scheme done by our series sponsor there, the Hershy Design Company. I'm thankful that they kept the sun drop on the hood, but man, that car looks sharp out there, and KD's definitely looking to try to do something there with Mr. Cool.
Yeah, right now we've got a gap time of almost 0.8 of a second. Sean Cool starting to run away, and there it is. Yeah, it's over 0.8 of a second now. Sean Cool has this track at his mercy, and the car is responding in kind as the gap continues to increase. KD right now running 3rd, trying to figure out a way to catch that 83 car, and it looks like he just chopped a corner there a little bit, trying to find a different, because if you run the same way around the track, you're not going to get any better, so you got to try and find a different way. That's what he tried to do. It didn't work for him, as you can see, and he's backing off a little bit. Now he's coming back in. Hopefully oh yeah, there it is. There's a good close in right there, actually. David Roach in the 09 just behind KD, doing a fantastic job right now. The 09 running 4th, and Joe Burchett again 4 minutes, I think it was 4 minutes before the race started. That's how long he's been a member here at Racing for a Cause. AJ Rogers in the 17, doing a good job. Tommy Q in the 08 running in 8th. Thomas Quattlebaum Jr. Tommy, I haven't said your name wrong all season. I'll have to make up for that. Jason Burgess in the 26 having a fantastic evening so far. He's running 9th. And Big Poppy, last week's winner in the 25 car, he's running 10th. Gregory Willis ended up, he's all the way back in 11th after that little restart mishap. Being down at the bottom definitely did not help him, and he is still under the gun. Troy Radford right behind him, Andy Lambert as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Rick.
That's all right, but I was just thinking, you know, Tommy Q last week did not have the race that he wanted at all. I mean, he was out early, so it's good to really see him up there running and, you know, doing a little bit better here at Bristol, trying to reclaim himself there.
Yeah, as we continue on here, I kind of skipped past him a little bit here. Katie is testing his grandma's heart. Well, and I'm glad you're out there. I think it's pretty cool you're watching it on the big screen, because really that's what Bristol wants. It wants a big screen TV. Running 12th right now, Troy Radford in the 94 car. I do want to send a special get well, get better, get out of there soon to Troy's father, Ray Radford, who's on my mind right now. Andy Lambert running in 13th, car number 70. And this is kind of what Andy likes. He's a short track driver. He's happy to be off the cookie cutters, I'm sure. And he's having fun out there right now, running 13th. Vernon Mergenham in the 55. He's running 14th. Derek Pemberton. Oh, we're under caution. And I don't want to guess too much, but it looks like it might have been James Edwards, and yeah, I don't know. We're not going to guess. We're just going to keep going. So there was a nice green flag stretch, actually. And that was enough for Sean Cool. He says, time to hit the pits. I'd like 4 tires and some fuel, please.
What was nice about that green flag run, Chris, though, is, we had a couple early cautions. Guys didn't really know what, didn't have a chance to test their car to see what it was going to do on this track. So now they got that tested out. They kind of found their line, which obviously right now it seems like that high line is the premier line around this track. But obviously Sean's coming down for 4 new Goodyear tires with Sunoco Racing fuel. So Nicky has it figured out. We'll see what happens.
So again, I want to thank our series sponsor. It's the Hershy Design Company. I just sent out a link. Be sure to check them out. They do some great work. Drive for Diabetes. That's I know who that is. Has anybody seen Dick Trickle? Not on the track for some time, no. And I'll leave that rest of that joke alone. We've got grandmothers out there. We've got kids. I don't know. It's going to sound good anyway.
No, but definitely. I know it's kind of hard to, we have some people watching here, but, the Hershy Design Company on Facebook, if you search them out on Facebook, he does some great work. Actually, a special thing that he has going on is that he's actually going to have a NASCAR paint that he designed on the track in Kansas, I believe in October this year. But he also does logos for people. He does iRacing paint schemes and t-shirt designing. So definitely hit him up.
Anyone chewing Big Red? Oh, you can't set me up like that. You just can't set me up. I'm not going to take the bait. Listen, seeing him out here, actually, I guess now that Rick's out here, I can go ahead and do at least one of the announcements, and that is next Monday night, charity race. All the proceeds are going to go to Drive for Diabetes Awareness. Every single dollar is going to Drive for Diabetes Awareness. It's the Philip Strong race that we've been waiting for. It's coming to you at night from Iowa in these cars. KD is going to be broadcasting it. I'm going to be behind the wheel. Rick's going to be behind the wheel. So everybody's going to get wrecked, and I'm going to win. That's my prediction.
Sounds like a pretty good prediction to be, boss man. I'm looking forward to that, though. That's going to be a really fun race. It's going to a great cause. I mean, one of the reasons why we're here, where we're at, is because of your boy, which the race is actually named after, the Philip Strong 150. So it's pretty cool, and it's going to a great charity that has been very supportive of our racing league. So, I'm really happy for Drive for Diabetes Awareness.
We are under green flag conditions again. Sean Cool in the 24 has a little pressure this time. KD not going to be letting him go. He gets a little bit in the back of him, lets him go. Very nice, very, very competitive, but nice driving. He let him go. He could have just as easily bumped into him again. Did not do it, and the race continues on. Very nice heads-up driving by KD. Man, that was great. But it did allow for Adam Chapman in the 83 to get on his bumper, so Guys are gonna have to move, or I predict another yellow flag, and I do. There it is. And it looks like a wad of cars here. Let's see. Yeah, we got a wad of cars. Not sure who started it, but man, oh man.
Definitely want to give a big shout out, Chris, there in chat. Lacey says hi, so definitely a big shout out to Lacey. Thank you for tuning in tonight, coming out here to watch us here at Catamount Racing Network.
Yeah, indeed. And Lacey, you keep driving, young lady.
We wish you the best of luck.
Oh, I will say, I have found a sticker for that hauler. So as soon as I have my hands on it, it'll be getting sent down to Florida.
Now the question is it going to go on the back or is it going to go on the side?
I don't care if it's on the front. As long as a little piece of me is down there with her, that's all I care about. A little piece of me, a little piece of the league, a little piece of all of us, really. Well, we're on lap 47, probably going to go green right around lap 50. That'll put us 1/3 down. We've had one caution, or excuse me, one pit stop, and a couple more than one caution. One pit stop down for the leaders, and some have taken advantage. Let me see. Oh, we've got one driver has taken advantage 9 times on pit road, so hopefully he's getting his car. I won't even say who it was, but 9 times is the highest so far. And I will say that he is on the lead lap, so good for him. Just keep it on the lead lap. That means he's fixing it. The top 10 right now: Cool, KD, Chapman, Rogers, Roach, Burchett, Ortiz, Radford, Burgess, and Stolfus. KR Stolfus has made it back to the top 10. You saw he was in an accident, and that's just the way it is here at Bristol. You can get turned around, you can beat your fenders off, it doesn't matter. It's all making sure that your steering wheel is straight, making sure that your suspension is okay, and that you don't pop a motor. If you do all those things, you're still in this race. Keeping my cool. That's a better pun than I had. Dang. Brent, why don't you go ahead and send me that address? Send that to me on IM if you could, please.
That's the reason why I asked, though, Chris. He's definitely going to be getting 2 stickers. You can throw one on the hauler. You can either put one on each side, put one on the back, and then he has one for the personal rig also, or for Lacey to stick in her room. Very
true. Sean Cool, the 24, launches again. KD able to keep it in second. The battle right now for third, and it looks like AJ Rogers has the outside. He has the advantage in the 17 car. The 83, Adam Chapman, trying to battle back, but we've seen that not work before as Joe Burchett in the 36 gets around him. Adam Chapman back to back to 5th and losing more. The inside line not working at all. It's got to be passing on the outside or nothing at all. The inside falling back. The 83, Adam Chapman, down to 8th place now. 8th place.
Another thing I noticed, Chris, it looks like Bobby Summers is back there in the number 23. Good to have you back, Bobby. Hopefully everything's doing well, my friend.
Back under caution again. I don't know if they're spinning the tires, Justin, or if Sean's just getting that much a better start. And Everybody got pretty much fresh tires. If they're spinning them right now, that doesn't bode well for the rest of the race if you're on the outside restarting.
Well, I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it also, boss man. I mean, fresh tires, they are going to be slick. They're not warmed up quite, you know, to the proper temperature yet. So the cars might be a little bit, I don't really want to say loose, but, you know, maybe the guys are just used to maybe the worn down tires a little bit. So, or as you know, when you get them fresh tires on, Chris, you kind of feel like Superman. So you maybe drive just a little bit, I don't want to say over your head, but you know, maybe just push it a little bit too hard just because you think that because you have fresh tires that you can do whatever you want. And it looks like my update has about 48 seconds left, so I will be in race soon. That's if you can even hear me.
Yeah. I'm all kinds of distracted tonight, but that has to do with our other announcement, which is still around the corner. We're not going to do that one yet.
And it looks like I might have a status error. And the update did not take.
Well, time to start over. Rick Hammond Jr., everybody, proving that you can actually be a commentator without having iRacing up and running. Kind of.
Kind of. It's a little tricky. I won't lie. It's a little bit tricky not being able to see the live race action. I mean, obviously, I do have the stream up, but it's on about a 30 to 35 second delay. So, but that's how well you and I work together, Chris. I mean, that's just how it works. And I think we've known each other for most of a long time.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years anyway.
And a few. 2 or 3. But we're getting it done, you know. iRacing, you know, Bristol's a tough track. iRacing is giving me a tough time tonight, so I'm not sure what's going on, but it seems like it's moving a little bit quicker now, so hopefully.
All right, cars are going 2 by 2. Pace car lights are off. We're getting set to go. Green flag racing. Can KD on the outside do anything with Sean Cool?
Well, the one good thing, Chris, is KD is exactly where most drivers want to be. They want to be starting on the outside. That's not true on every track, but here at Bristol, I mean, that upper lane is definitely pouring it on tonight. So Don might have his hand full here. This could be something, could be race changing here.
We're off. Sean Cool, excellent start. I believe the 88, yeah, the 88 has another very good start on the outside. He's able to drop down, get behind Sean Cool, back up. Joe Burchett, excuse me. Joe Burchett in the 36, able to take advantage up to 3rd place right now. AJ Rogers in the 17, back to 4th. AJ Rogers had a heck of a lot of steam coming off of that corner. Had to get on the brakes so he wouldn't get into the back of Burchett. Honestly, I wouldn't want anybody else behind me. AJ Rogers, known to be very, very clean, very respectful driver. And in that situation, I wouldn't mind having him right there. Shout out here to Troy Radford in the 94. That car has definitely seen better days, but he's getting it done. Up to 6th place in the 94 car. Adam Chapman, we had talked about him earlier. He'd gone away for a little while, but he's back up to 7th. David Roach in the 09, 8th. Thomas Quattlebaum Jr. 9th in the 08. And KR Stolfus, he's running 10th right now. But the man on the mission, the 24 car, Sean Cool, doing everything he can. Ooh, I heard somebody get into the wall. Let's take a peek. I'm not seeing it. Never mind, we stay green. Nope. Didn't happen. All right. Welcome to Bristol.
Now could be a good time to bring up the Big Poppy just to congratulate him for last week, since he left the interview room early.
Go for it.
That's all I needed to hear. I've been wanting to do that. Oh no, he has his mic muted, so I don't want to mess him up.
Brent, the answer to your question, bud, is 0. No resets. Although I will be giving 1 for the special race because I would like to see more cars finish. But that being said, this league, unless it's a super speedway, absolutely 0 resets. Yeah, the stands are more full than the actual Bristol race this past weekend. I think there were, what, 10 people in attendance? Pretty certain that's what I saw. I could be wrong.
No, I think you're pretty much right, Chris. And actually, it was on the news that the mayor of Bristol actually closed school to allow the kids, and the track was letting the kids in free. So
225, really? I remember when you couldn't get a ticket.
One big thing about Bristol, though, I always heard is the day race is kind of fun, but the real party happens when we go back to Bristol for the night race, Chris. So, but I mean, 225 people. I mean, I know it got rained out and it was there for Monday. I mean, the weather might have a problem with it, but it always seems that Bristol always has really crappy weather for that first race of the season.
Yeah, well, you're trying to do something on the East Coast in spring, and good luck.
As you and I know, I mean, sitting here on the East Coast, like you were just saying, there's a lot of local tracks that have put off their start of the season, so it's been terrible up here.
Uh-huh.
We have to try to be nice, but I do agree with that statement.
Plus 10. Listen, we're on lap 68 of 150. Getting pretty close to halfway. Sean Cool is just... Rocket Fuel Cool has dominated so far. I had no question about it. We have had no lead changes. We've had 7 cautions for 35 laps, which means we've actually done most of this race under green. It just doesn't really feel like it yet. Pace car lights are off. We're 2x2. We're getting set to go back. Green flag racing. It's gonna be, I hope my voice makes this one. Gosh. Sean Cool launches. KD does a good job staying on the outside. This is probably the best chance that anybody's had, and there it goes right there. Sean Cool able to get around that corner. Excellent job there. KD stuck with him though. He's on the back bumper in the 17 car. AJ Rogers sticks with him. We've got a battle going on up front so far. I think I'm gonna do it. I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna do it.
Crank it up.
We're gonna crank it up.
Justin, I think you're absolutely correct. If KD keeps getting these chances, he'll definitely be able to maybe do something with Sean Cool. But right now, Sean just, he's got that ice water flowing through his veins. So.
Well, dang. See, here's a problem. I've been talking for the last 5 minutes. But if you don't unmute your microphone, it doesn't get out. So I want to throw this out there really quick. I talked about the special race coming up on Monday. On Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, there are going to be 3 practices for the race. Make sure you check it out. The first race practice will be quarter distance, then half distance, then 3/4 distance, all building up for Monday. The full race, 150 laps at Iowa at night. These cars, the Xfinity cars, are going to be the car to do battle in. If you're not sure you want to race, but you want to try it out, check us out on one of those practices. All the information can be found on the Racing for a Cause Facebook page. And I highly recommend, if you have a wheel and you have a computer and you have some pedals, check it out. It might be fun. It might be just enough to make you want to sign up for the race. And remember, all the proceeds for the race go to the winner, or in the winner's name, to the Drive for Diabetes Awareness charity. And we are off. KD doing an excellent job again. Not able to keep up. If he could just stay door to door, he would have that position in a heartbeat. That's my general feeling. But he definitely has a run on the outside. Ooh, the 83rd place and 4th place get together. The 83 and the 09. Chapman, Roach getting together. Up to 5th, very quietly, Troy Radford in the 94. He's looking to get around the 83 car. Able to do that. That outside lane, it's just moving. All right, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to do it. Man, if that doesn't do it for you, I don't know what will. That is what racing is about. That noise, that speed, that distance away from the wall and able to control it. Oh, God, I love that.
It is definitely a good sound, Chris. While we were cranking up there, the number 5 of James Edwards had a little bit of issue. He is going down pit road now, coming back onto the racing surface.
All right, James Edwards able to make it back out there. I guess I got to turn this up a little bit more. There we go. Should be able to hear the race now. Ay, ay, ay. Messing with all of the options that I have at my fingertips tonight. And I'll tell you why. After tonight, Rick and I are going to be shutting down CRN for a little while. No worries. If you're a fan of watching Racing for a Cause and the Hershy Design Series, tune in. Starting next week, KR Stolfus is going to take control of the booth. It's going to be on Max Speed TV. Again, look for the links. They're going to be on Racing for a Cause Facebook page. Happy to see KR move up into the booth. He is going to be running. He's going to be busy next week because he's also broadcasting the special race Monday night. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to be a Racing for a Cause affair for KR, and I wish him all the luck in the world. I've got to get Brent and KR together so Brent can send him some information. I think that's information that needs to be sent. Sean Cool, your race leader, coming down pit road. This would probably be the last time we see him hit pit road. So KR Stolfus, actually he's driving the 07 tonight. Going to be taking over the reins, broadcasting from here on out the Hershy Design Series for Racing for a Cause. And Rick and I, we've got some racing to do. We've got some other stuff that we're going to be doing, and we're looking forward to doing it. So don't cry for us, Argentina. We've got things we want to do too, and we're going to get it done. Will it not let you do that as a link? There you go. It's okay, Linda. It's not going to be our sultry voices that you hear anymore. But KR does a great job. We're going to leave you in good hands with him. And again, I don't know, are you on? You must be on our Facebook page. If you're not, check out the Racing for a Cause Facebook page. They make sure to post links every week so that you can definitely watch KD race, because I know that's important to you. And that's one thing that we wanted to make sure of, is we had something to cover us while we went off and did our thing. And so yeah, again, thanks to KR for taking us up. He does a fantastic job, and thank you very much, Linda. I appreciate it. We do try, but we like to have fun, and yeah, we're gonna regroup, as it were. And thank you, Greg. Yeah, I saw that you had a little bit of bad luck there, bud. I'm sorry about that. But hey, always next week. This is a long season, 36-week season, man. It's far from over. Jeff, no, you're the alien. Where are you? You should be winning. You probably already won the race, and we just haven't seen the results yet. Speaking of aliens, up front, the 08 car, Tommy Quattlebaum Jr. So, hey, listen, we've got a couple of cars up front that we haven't seen yet. We got the 08, Tommy Quattlebaum Jr. We got the 98, that's Aaron Tolhurst. Third place going to be Sean Cool. Fourth place, David Roach. Fifth place, KD. Sixth place, AJ Rogers. Seventh, Adam Chapman. Jason Burgess, KR, Troy Radford. And we're off. Tommy Q.
Sean Cool doesn't want to give up that number one spot, though, Chris. He is filling the bumper of Tommy Q right now, and it looks like he's going on the inside.
Over 3 wide. Ooh. Not good, not good. A little too much, a little too soon, and we got a couple of cars around. The 08, the 24, Thomas Quattlebaum Jr., Sean Cool, go around. Looks like the 08, bring out the hot dogs, the barbecue starting. Not what he was looking for after last week. He wanted to at least finish this one. Linda?
I know for a fact that you're on the Facebook page because I'm the one that accepted your request more than, back when we first started Racing for a Cause, it was just the drivers, and then, what was it, season 3, I believe it was, Chris, we actually started broadcasting under Racing for a Cause TV, and then we wanted to do something a little different here with Catamount Racing Network, but, it turned into a fan page, and that's what's really great about the Facebook page, is that it's not just for the drivers and the members of the league, it's also for the fans, the family, that want to, keep in contact, find out what we're doing. I know what we have is something special. There's not a lot of, cause racing in iRacing, and so we love having fans. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, just search out Racing for a Cause. You'll see our logo, and definitely join up. We have no issues with that, and we are totally, it's really quiet. I don't know what's going on.
Hold on, I can fix that. There we go. Go ahead and hit that a bump.
Chris doesn't like me to talk, keeps me down. Just kidding.
Hopefully
So
that's better.
yeah, hopefully that works better. But definitely, thank you for joining our Facebook page. All the fans are welcome there. That's the best place to keep up with the goings on of Racing for a Cause. And like Chris said, we are stepping away a little bit for the broadcasting. We found that people really like the broadcast, so KR offered to do it for us, which we really thank him for the support. I'm a big fan of KR. I followed him since he was just a streamer over on Twitch. And so it's great to see him up in the booth. I know he's going to do a good job. We're going to miss you guys, but you'll see us on the track every now and then. But Chris and I got some stuff that we just want to figure out and to make our quote-unquote baby here at Racing for a Cause, because we're the two that originally started it. We talked about it when we're doing official racing and how cool it would be, and it's really taken off from there. And it's been almost 2 years now, boss man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that everything's just going to be running smoothly. Summer's coming up. We're both very, very busy in the summer. But I can tell you right now, boss man, Iowa, your Xfinity car is all set, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
I mean, I can put it onto a Camaro if you want. We get rid of that Mustang.
No. No.
How about the Camry?
I'm going to go with a hard no on that. I'm very happy with my Ford. It's going to run real tough. The Mustang is ready to gallop, and the paint is dry, so we're good to go there. I can't wait to try it out, get some testing under me. It's going to be fun. I love Iowa. I think it's a great track, and having it at night, there's going to be grip galore, and it should be a real fun race to watch and be a part of. I hope that I fixed Rick's mic for you guys so that you can hear him better. And I just want to point this out. Linda, dear, your grandson, KD, up front, he's going to be leading this one when we take the green again. And it's coming soon. Pace car lights are off. Cars are starting to fold up 2 by 2.
That is just a beautiful looking paint job, Chris. I don't know, but speaking of paints, I'm going to have a special paint that I'm going to be working on tomorrow night. So unfortunately, I will not be playing Overwatch with you tomorrow night. I have something that I've been wanting to do, haven't had the time to do it, and I'm setting Wednesday night to do that, so that way it's ready to roll out for practice. And it'll be out in Iowa.
Pace car hits the pit road. KD hits the gas. He's out front, and he's pulling away. KD in the 88, looking to surge ahead of the competition. The 83, Adam Chapman in second. Troy Radford up to third, and he's on the outside. He maintains third position in the 94. Behind him, AJ Rogers in the 17. Right now, we're going to follow the leader, 88. KD, ooh, we got a couple going around. The 26 car, Jason Burgess. And I missed the other, unfortunately. I know there was another, and I missed it. We're back under caution. But KD showed right there that he can definitely get it done on the restarts. Ooh, this could turn into a very interesting race.
Now, I want to give a huge shout out to Adam also, Chris. I mean, here he is. He's, in his first race, he's only been a member of Racing for a Cause, what, maybe 3-4 hours? And there he is in that number 83 machine with the Autism Society paint scheme. I know Adam does some fantastic paints. I've followed some of his work there on Facebook and on Trading Paints also. But that's just, the really cool thing, we're not like every other league out there on iRacing. We know that. But, members that come in that dedicated, only a couple hours old, they throw a paint together to get it out there on the track. Thank you, Adam. I really appreciate that, bud. And welcome to Racing for a Cause.
Yeah, Racing for a Cause. Hershy Design Series, definitely a special place. And some would say it's got some special people. But I'm not kidding. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's pretty cool to watch people step up and into a Cause car, not even give it any thought. They just do it. It's a wonderful thing, and we appreciate it. Just like we appreciate everybody who's watching. I hope you guys show the same support to KR. Again, starting next Tuesday night, check it out on Max Speed TV. If you want the direct link, it will be posted on our Facebook page. Don't be shy, and make sure you talk to him. Let him know you're out there. He'll appreciate it. And he's a pretty funny guy to listen to.
Oh, he definitely is, Chris. Again, KR's. Thank you, KR, for stepping up and helping Chris and I out here, for the support that you give us here, Racing for a Cause. The late models. You're doing our special race, and you offered to pick up the Hershy Design Company series here on Tuesdays. So thank you, and definitely thank you all the fans. You know, we'll be back. You know, don't let anything fool you. I mean, Chris and I, you know, we have fun doing this. You know, we have some money invested. Obviously, I need some time. We want to work at making everything better, so we just need to find that time to do that. But you know, our drivers, Chris and I come from a gaming background, and that's how actually I met Chris. Well, he was also working at the same spot that I was working, but gaming really brought us together. Found out that we were kind of brothers, and you know, so Racing for a Cause, very special place for us. The drivers here are fantastic. The fans are awesome. So definitely, please support KR over there, and chat up just like you do here. And if we're not on track, I'm sure you're going to see us in chat. So, but we appreciate all the support you guys have given us, and definitely just keep following us because we have some big things coming.
And Lacey, young lady, the thing that happened to Sean Cool is there was a 3 wide on a corner here at Bristol, and that just doesn't work. And it just doesn't work. He is still out there right now running in, let's see, we're going to call that 13th place since he's on the inside. So he's far from done, but that's not where he wants to be. 108 out of 150. We've got 42 laps to go. Yeah, that's my math. And we're getting ready to go back to the green flag pit car, or excuse me, the pace car. Lights are off. It's going to duck down onto pit road. And the 88 car has control of the field. And he takes off. That was a good move right there. Actually, what he did is he waited just a second before he did. He kind of made everybody anticipate. And then he got into the gas. He stays out front in the 88. The 83, Adam Chapman, he is on board. Those two cars going at it heavily.
As we go into cautioning, and Chris, I just want to give a good shout out and a thank you to Ghost Delta for subscribing to the channel. Make sure you do that next Tuesday, guys, to Max Speed TV with KR. Follow us on Facebook, Racing for a Cause. KR is really good at putting links up early. He knows how to run the whole YouTube thing. So the links are going to be there early for the race. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe because we will be back eventually. And that's how you're going to know. But definitely give us a subscribe. Give us that thumbs up. Right now, it looks like we have 9. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
And I will say, if you subscribe to the channel, there's a bell. If you hit that bell, you'll get notified when that channel goes live. That's probably the easiest way to make sure you don't miss any action on Tuesday nights. And don't forget, KR also does our races on Wednesday nights. So honestly, it's going to be the same channel. Might as well check out 2 nights of racing action if you've got nothing better to do. Tuesday nights, of course, you have the Hershy Design Series. And then, yeah, absolutely. Right, absolutely. And then on Wednesday night, we have a late model series that we run. And that's been, honestly, that's been the staple of Racing for a Cause, our late model series. That's what started the whole thing up. And I don't see that one going anywhere anytime soon. Always some good action going on.
And I'm going to totally mess up this driver's name. But he's not racing for a cause. But one cool thing about our series sponsor, Chris, the Hershy Design Company, as I said earlier, he actually designed a car that will be on track. It looks like it's going to be in October at Kansas during the Xfinity race. It's going to be the number 32 car, the Ford. Plan B sales of Matt Diabento. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I'm an Earnhardt fan. But Matty D. We have a racing for a cause. Matty D, the D-man in the number 32. I had a little bit of part of this, and the only part of that was taking cool screenshots so that he could submit them. And I'm so happy for Orion. He does outstanding work, and to see a car that's actually on the track, even though it's a Ford, and I'm not a Ford fan, but I am for that car. I think when that car comes out as a diecast, I will be buying that car. Head over to the Hershy Design Company. He talks about it. They also have a thing at planbsales.com where you can actually donate to have your name put on that car. So that's going to be kind of cool too. Well, Ryan, congratulations on that, man. That is just awesome. I'm sorry, Matt, that I totally, maybe you send me a hat or something, or a signed copy of the car that I took a screenshot for. I was the second person that I know of to see this car. So, and send me a voicemail on how to pronounce your last name. I apologize. I'm sorry, I'm a Kyle Larson and a Ryan Reed fan. You're laughing at me. Do you know how to say it as we go green?
Ooh, here's what I know how to say. The outside line, the 83, Adam Chapman spun his tires. And that allows AJ Rogers in the 17 up to second place. Adam Chapman able to hold on to third. Troy Radford sitting in fourth. Aaron Tolhurst in the American flag. Number 98 is fifth. And KR Stolfus, hey, he's the one that's going to be taking over. He's sitting in sixth place. Not a bad run for him. I'm surprised he's going to give up the racing. Honestly, he's been doing pretty well in a couple of races he's been in, but we've got caution again. This is actually playing off, I think, pretty decent into KD's hands. Not using up the tires. He's not using up the fuel. It's the 15 car that looks like that we're under caution for, and that car is not tracking correctly. Very large dog track to the left there in the rear. That's going to be a shot for the alignment guy at the shop.
Now, Linda, if you're still out there watching, I have a question for you. I mean, I know we like the KD thing, but is it Ken, or is it Dale, or is this like a Dale Earnhardt thing where it was actually Ralph Dale Earnhardt and he just wants to go? I mean, I can tell you right now, Mr. Osmond, that's right. See, I haven't forgot how to pronounce your name, unlike that Matt D guys. I don't know, but I'm very proud of you, man. You're up in first. I don't want to keep talking about you because I know the commentator curse is real. Just ask Rick Greenaway and Sean Cool, unfortunately. So that's all I'm going to say, but luck, buddy. And I hope to hear from Linda there. It's fine either way. I mean, we're going to stick with the KD thing. Even when I'm out on the track, it's going to be KD.
Well, I'll say this about Sean Cool. Sean Cool is actually able to pick up a position which puts him in 10th place. And the reason why that's important is that puts him in the all too important outside lane on the restart. And honestly, actually, I say that, but somebody hit the pits and puts him back in the 9th. So Sean Cool picks up a position under caution. Armando Ortiz in the 25 car. Again, last week's winner. Having a pretty good run tonight, too. Quietly, he's running in 8th place. Peyton Johnson. I haven't heard from Laura tonight. Peyton Johnson running in 7th in the 85. Haven't said this name tonight. Jerry West running 15th in the 86 car. Ryan Wilson 16th in the 72 car. And Chris Mefford, who started this race in 3rd place, had a real challenge early on, got involved in a little accident, hasn't been the same since, and I think he may have just called it. I don't see him on track right now.
There we go. Bass Fishing has answered the question. Now, since we have so much KD family in here right now that is talking, I got to ask you one question. And there she is. There's the mom of the league right there. She's working. You always work, my dear. You need to... I know you're not really working. You're watching the race. Are you picking on the duck, though? That's my question. But Bass Fishing, I got to ask you a question. Does he have like a childhood nickname or anything like that that might be a little bit of embarrassing that we could use? Because, I mean, Peyton can't be the only one that we embarrass.
Now, that was the question you were going for all the time. Don't lie.
That you're absolutely right. Mr. Wysocki coming in, tuning in from Arizona on a little bit of a vacay. He looks like he might have stole the wife's laptop for a little bit, did a little bit of racing there, but great job, guys, on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Doug. Hope you're enjoying your time in Arizona. That coffee cup looks really awesome, buddy. A lot of us are jealous. So I'm hoping that she's figuring it out. And we're green, Chris.
Yeah, KD takes a restart and he launches himself. On the outside, AJ Rogers looking to maintain 2nd. Troy Radford up to 3rd. Troy is really pushing that 94 car. We got some more into the wall. I don't know if we're going to go caution or not. We'll keep an eye out for that. But up front, KD under the gun, AJ Rogers pushing hard in the 17, and he's got Troy Radford right behind him too.
That might work.
It might be a workaround. Oh, Troy Radford sneaks into the wall. That fenders are beat off from that 94 car, but it's rolling. That's all he needs. Lap 125 of 50. We've got 26 laps to go. I know it doesn't sound right, but it is.
One thing I do want to say to the drivers when they'll end up watching this is, I want to tell you guys are running the high line, which is fantastic. I know we've had a handful of cautions, and I'm sure there's some tempers out there tonight, but I just want to tell you how amazed I am at how high you're actually running Bristol. That's one thing that I can't do, Chris. I need to be either in the mid lane or try to burn my tires off down the bottom. But these guys are definitely putting on a show. They're doing a fabulous job running up there close to that wall.
Caution on the track. 128 of 150. We are not done yet. KD woes are up for the pace car. KD in the 88, saving fuel, saving tire. Pace car hits the wall. I think the most exciting car on the track tonight has been the pace car. I've seen him get in the wall a couple times. There it is again. And you see no damage. That's how tough those Mustangs are. All right, we've got some pit road stories going on. KD stays out. Troy Radford stays out. KR stays out. Sean Cool stays out, works his way to 4th. He'll be starting on the outside 2nd row. That could be dangerous. And we have a bunch of drivers coming in for pit stops.
If you want to do it on a non-public forum, you know, you can just send Rick Hammond Jr. a message on Facebook, and I won't tell anybody where it came from. We'll chalk up some research.
We Googled it. Isn't that the answer? We Googled it.
Yeah, the pace car does some funny things on these short tracks. I know when we first started in the league, I mean, Chris and I never really paid attention to the pace car, but as admins and owners of leagues and guys coming up with questions, you know, we watched hours upon hours of replays, and we have seen that pace car do some really, really funky stuff, and Laura is correct. Our Facebook page, those pictures are allowed.
You know what would be really cool, and it's too bad we're getting away from the booth, because what would have been really fun would have been like some baby pictures that, I don't know, pop up on the screen from now to time from a live broadcast. I'm just saying, you know, keep that in mind.
Just, hold on, Chris. I need to stretch my legs here over to my white erase board as I pull up the microphone here so everybody can hear me. Baby pictures for comeback. All right. That was in permanent marker also.
Oh, excellent. Well, I have 132 right now of 150. This one's getting down to it, and my only hope and prayer, I just want to finish this one under the green flag. If we can do that, I think that's a win. It's a win for everybody out there. But I'll tell you, this race is not done, not by a long shot. Katie up front, he is on the pole. Outside, the driver of the 94 car, Troy Radford. Sean Cool has worked his way up to 3rd. Chris Parle in the 41 car. Hello, you're sitting in 4th, and we're getting ready to go green flag racing. KD hits the go button. spins those tires a little bit, but it's okay. He's still out front. Sean Cool able to get past Troy Radford on the inside on that restart. Sean Cool up to second. If you're just tuning in, Sean Cool pretty much dominated the first half of this race, and he has now worked himself back up after being involved in an accident to second place. There is going to be a battle there. Oh, we got spinners. Peyton Johnson involved, the 23 car involved, and a bunch of others. Armando Ortiz, he's facing the wrong way. Tommy Quattlebaum Jr. involved. All right. Well, that's going to change things around a little bit, because now, you know, it was for the longest time, Sean Cool was on the inside front row on a restart, and he was absolutely dominating the field doing that. It'll be interesting to see what he does on the outside. Troy Radford's going to be starting third, so he'll be inside second row. Chris Parle will be starting outside second row as well. So this restart could be the race. This one's going to be important.
You know, obviously there's a lot of stressful times in racing, Chris. As drivers, we know, you know, when you're running side by side with people that you run with every week, you know how they race, but you always feel bad about doing something silly that's going to ruin somebody's night. You know, I mean, that's kind of the cool thing, and things that we try to remind the drivers is we're all here. This is a hobby. I know we're out here, we're competitive, but the main point is to have fun and respect the other drivers. But sometimes things are just going to happen. But let me tell you, my nerves really get wrecked, as you know, because you've been in that position with me before. When I am in first place and I have to restart a race, my anxiety level lifts the roof of the house. Like, I get, because everybody thinks, oh, it's great, you know, you're in first place, you got nothing to worry about. Well, no, you do. You know, here at Racing for a Cause, as soon as the pace car leaves that driving surface and he gets into pit road, the car has an imaginary restart, just like in real life. Those guys can go anytime between the pace car going off the track to the time that the green flag falls. And it's all on that one person. You know, they can't jump on the outside. They have to wait for the race leader to start the race. So right now, KD, you know that's going through his mind right now. He's got a tough competitor right behind him. Right behind him, Roy Radford in that 94. You can't wipe him off yet, because, I mean, you know, there he is. He's in third. We got some big names there. AJ Rogers, David Roach, Chris is there. Ryan Wilson, somebody we haven't talked about. Adam Chapman's doing a great job. KR. There's just a lot of things that are floating through your head right now, and it's stressful. It's stressful being the first place guy.
I'll tell you what's floating through my mind right now. I got a couple of things. First of all, Laura, I can't wait to see this video from VIR. Peyton Peyton asked me if he was okay to post. I said absolutely. So that's one. And then Linda, be careful on that reset. Make sure it comes back on. And Doug, thank you very much for the kind words. You guys make it all worth it. I appreciate it. And man, it's fun to spend a couple hours with you here every Tuesday night. That will certainly be missed. All right, well, Rick, we've gone 2 by 2. We're on lap 139 of 150. We're going to take green at 140. There's going to be 11 laps to go, bud. It's time to tighten up those seatbelts and really get her done.
Oh, it definitely is, man. I'm sitting here in my racing chair, all excited. My 5-point harness is as tight as it goes. The pace car comes off, Chris, and there they go. KD takes right off.
Yeah, a small tire spin off from KD, but he is out front. Will it be enough to stay? Yes, he is out in front of Sean Cool right now. The 24 looking for a way around. He's trying the inside. It hasn't worked. We're getting into the wall. Somebody's in the wall again. We're on caution. This will not end the race, but it's going to be close. It's going to be a shootout to the end. Oh my. Ooh, this one's going to get right down to the wire.
If anybody is in the same house as KD, bring him some cold water, maybe a shot of whiskey if he drinks. Tell him just keep it cool, do your thing, watch those spinning tires on the restart, and you got this.
I would say cold water and a dry towel for the hands.
Yes, I'm sure his hands are sweaty, Chris. Mine aren't. I'm not even driving right now.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
You know, and if KD wins this race, and you live in an area where you can get sun drop, I may need you to bootleg some up to me in Vermont here, because I haven't had it in years, and I'm getting thirsty. But I know he's come close so far this season, Chris, on a couple of races. The lights are still on in the pace car. I really wish I could bring him up here, but I don't want to mess up any mojo.
No, we definitely don't want to do that.
But man, this is going to be a race to the finish, definitely. This is very intense. You're absolutely right. So it goes that. Man.
Look, Linda has sun drop. KD does not.
I think we're coming for vacation if that's okay.
Better buy a couple of cases, Linda. Rick's on his way. I think I just heard his truck start up. Of course, being up here in Vermont, he had to warm it up, so it'll be about 20 minutes before he leaves.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. We've been getting all kinds of crazy snow. This weather has just been very, very, very crazy.
Yeah, that's the question. The question right now is, so if this race is for $1 million, would you send it?
You always
yeah,
send it, man.
Yeah, I think you do. This is the time. It's going to be checkers or wreckers, but it might not be for first and second. That inside line definitely has an advantage on the restart. The outside line starting to spin the tires. The inside line starting to spin the tires, but not as bad. And then on entry to turn 1, if you're on the inside on a restart, you have an advantage. I don't think you have to lift. Or if you're on the outside, you're going to have to lift a little bit. You're going to push up into the wall. So the inside line appears to have an advantage here. We're going to see if I'm right, because the pace car lights are off. We're going to take the green flag with 5 laps to go.
And it's going to be a crazy 5 laps, Chris. Next week, we're going to be in Richmond for the Toyota KR 125, and then Talladega, Dover, over there. Max B, he's going to have some fabulous races to watch. I know one, I'll definitely be there, and May 1st, I will definitely be in Talladega.
Pace car's down. KD in the 88 gets it going. He has a car length. Sean Cool tucks in behind. KD pushes a little bit. He's to the outside. They get together door to door. Sean Cool goes around. KD tries for the... Oh, no, not going to get there. We're under yellow. 5 laps, 4 laps. That might be it. That might be the race right there. I'm not going to say it is yet because I'm not positive. Could have a 1-lap shootout. I haven't been paying attention to how many laps are on a caution, which is kind of ridiculous since there's been a few that I could have. But right now, as it stands, the 24 car, Sean Cool, KD Osmond, and Troy Radford are your top 3. I would hate to see this race end this way. I would love to see it end under green, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think this one may be done.
Which the drivers definitely don't want to see it, end under caution either. But boy.
Well, we were seeing some of the best racing. Listen, door to door, bumping up into each other. That stuff is Bristol. And you have to understand that that's the way racing happens here at Bristol. Especially since this isn't the real track. Okay, this is a scan track, and it really is only a 1-groove track. So, man, oh man. But still hate to see it. Still hate to see it. But it looks like we might have... Has Sean won a race already this year?
Yes, not so far, Chris. We have Jeff Clifton winning Daytona. We have Douglas Wysocki locked into the chase at Atlanta. Las Vegas was won by Gerald West. Or Jerry West. Phoenix was the alien himself, Jeffrey Applegren. Eric Teskey won Auto Club, but then we were off for 2 weeks, and Armando Ortiz. So there it is again, the 6th race of the season. 30 left to go, but we're going to end up having 7 different winners that are locked into the chase, Chris. And that chase is going to start September 19th. I know it seems like a long time away, but it's really not that long. Actually, it might be the 25th is when we're back. It'll be starting actually at Richmond, where we're going to be at next week. But September 25th is when the chase starts. So there's still a lot of racing to go. But the chase is going to be crazy because there's going to be a lot of guys in there. We have yet to have a 2-time or multiple race winner so far this season.
Yeah, and right now we're on final lap, so this is it. Sean Cool is going to lock this one down. KD coming in second. Troy Radford fights from, honestly, he was pretty far down after qualifying. So Troy Radford able to bring it up to third. Chris Parle fourth. AJ Rogers fifth. David Roach sixth. Adam Chapman seventh. Aaron Tolhurst eighth. Jerry West ninth. Armando Ortiz 10th. Andy Lambert, KR Stolfus, Thomas Quattlebaum, Doug Johnson, Bobby Summers, Ryan Wilson, Peyton Johnson, James Edwards, Justin Napier, and Derek Pemberton. That's your top 20, and there's more, but we're going to end it there. My goodness. And that was the race. Sean Cool is your winner in the number 24 car. And you know, after last week's race, last week he really should have won. He definitely had a dominant car and just ran into some issues. But everybody's beating on that bumper, congratulating him. Great race here for Sean Cool and a great win. It was exciting. There's no question about that. Plenty of action to go around. And congratulations to Sean Cool, KD, and Troy, your top 3 drivers. It was really fun to watch. And Laura, thank you. I appreciate that. As we watch right now, Sean Cool burning that house down. I'm sure he's very, very excited to get that first win under his belt. And he's doing it with the Hershy Design Series logo right on his car, as that car was also painted by Hershy Design. I think.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get this rolling here. We're gonna start off with the driver of the number 94 car. That's Troy Radford. Troy Radford, this is Chris and Rick up in the booth. You have a copy.
I do, gentlemen. How are you guys doing tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, we're doing okay, bud. Hey, listen, there was a lot of cautions, but that's Bristol, so we're not worried about that. What we want to talk about is you qualified a little further down than you're used to. You worked your way up to third. I don't know if there was actually a straight fender on that car. Talk to me about your race.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Honestly, most of my damage came from some really bad luck on cars bouncing off the bottom of the track, coming back up into traffic. Qualifying, I messed up on my lap, just popped the wall coming across the start-finish line, which ruined both of my laps. So honestly, I was lucky to be in the race. If we had another car or two, I wouldn't have even started the race. Short of that, I came up through the field pretty quick, kept the car relatively clean, and then I think most of my damage came from 2. It was just cars that they spin off, come back up, and just clobbered my left side twice. Had some engine damage there at the end, so honestly, I really didn't have anything for the leaders. So catching those cautions was really a blessing for me, just because I couldn't pull down the straightaway enough to really get a run.
Okay, yeah, and honestly, I thought you had a little something in you. You were definitely at one point catching the top 2 cars, and then you did fall back. I did notice that. So must have, I don't know, what did you hit a wall or something to hurt the motor a little bit?
No, actually, it was the wreck, and not blaming it by any stretch because it was just bad luck. But Tom Quattlebaum got turned. He went
yeah,
the sidewall.
Yep.
And when he came back up, I thought I was far enough up, and his car spun at the last second, and it just clobbered my left front. It didn't wreck me, but it did some major damage on that left front, which is where the engine damage came from.
Sure. All right, bud. Well, hey, listen, good race. Third place, nothing to sneeze at. And tell me, is there anybody out there that you'd like to thank tonight?
I know, first of all, starting off with you guys have done a great job picking up for us here in broadcasting. We appreciate everything you guys have done. Give a big shout out to my dad. He's been in the hospital for the last few days. So, you know, anybody out there, if you're a believer, throw some prayers out that way. Hopefully he'll get out here in the next few days. So, hi, Dad. Other than that, you know, Sim Speed Shop. Today I had on the, thanks to John Johnson, he threw me on the Trig Saga sponsorship for the Troy Redford School of Almost Really Good Accident Avoidance. Which I guess pretty much sums up my night.
I thought that's what that was, but I wasn't brave enough to say it, so.
Exactly. Just kind of an inside joke with a lot of guys, but you know, if you've got of course, if you've got a almost made it through the wreck and ended up getting wiped out, go ahead and send out that video to the Trig Saga.
That's great. Hey, Troy, congratulations again on the 3rd place finish. We look forward to seeing you out again next week. And remember, it won't be here. It'll be on Max Speed TV. That's the driver of the 94 car, Troy Radford, bringing it home in 3rd. Rick, why don't you take this one, bud, after I get him in here. KD, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. You have a copy.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, buddy, man, good race. Unfortunately, you finished 2nd there. You know, you're week in and week out, man. You're always there, and I was really pulling for you this time by, and I'll keep doing it. But tell me about your race a little bit.
Yeah, I had a better qualifying run than I thought I would. I started 8th. The outside line at the beginning was really moving, so I got up to, I think, 4th on the first caution. Then after that, I could stay behind Sean for most of the runs. He pulled away a little on the longer runs. And then he got turned in front of me. I was lucky to not take damage from that at all. But then at the end, I was just going from caution to caution, hoping to lead. Then at the end, I guess he got back on the lead lap, and he bumped me out of the way, which is, you know, Bristol. It felt like a little more than just a small bump, but I don't know. I'll have to go check it out after.
Well, you definitely did a great job, man. I mean, Grandma's out there. She was pulling for you. You're getting her all kinds of excited, and your uncle was out there. He's going to be sending me what your childhood nickname was and possibly some baby pictures to share with the other drivers. So, you know, thank you. Thank you for coming out. I'm glad you had a good race. I wish we were talking to you next. But you know what? We still have a long season, brother. And like I said, you're always there. So I know it's going to happen for you. You are going to get locked into the chase. I have that feeling. So congratulations on 2nd. And is there anybody out there you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my grandma, uncle, and aunt are out there. I think my grandma's sister is watching. And then I'd like to thank you guys, too, at Catamount Racing Network and Hershy Design Company. He actually designed this car for me, Orion did.
Which you did a great job, and I'm glad that you actually kept the sun drop, man, because that's my all-time favorite. I lived on it when I used to go down to Florida to work with my grandparents. I had a landscaping business in the summer. So good race tonight, bud. You know, you're gonna get that. But congrats on the podium, congrats on 2nd place, and we'll see you next week in Richmond.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that's the driver of the number 88 Chevrolet, KD Osmond. And that leaves us.
Let's cool off down there a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Again, the people that are still watching, I really want to give you a huge thank you. Again, I mean, I know we say it race in and race out, but we mean it. You know, you guys, the fans that come here every Tuesday night to watch us, thank you. By no means are we going away forever. We just have some things that we need to work on and need the time to do it. So thank you. Please give KR that support, the same support that you give us here at the team for Racing for a Cause when he starts broadcasting next week over on Max Speed TV. But thank you. Like I can't say it enough. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but you folks are what make us want to come back week in, week out. We miss being out in the track. We do have fun broadcasting. We love chatting with you folks. But you taking time to watch virtual racing here on the Catamount Racing Network to support your drivers, your family members, it's outstanding, and we really do appreciate it. So now we can bring Sean Cool in, Chris. I just had to say that.
No, that's absolute correct sentiment to say. And yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. So there we are. But that leads us with one, and that is the driver of the number 24 car, Sean Cool. Sean, this is Chris and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Sean, it was rocket fuel cool. It was a race for you, buddy. Dominated the first part of the race, then kind of got tied in with a little accident and had you work your way up from mid-pack or so. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, that was the majority of it. The first half of the race, a little over the first half of the race, was uneventful for me. I mean, it was eventful for the race, but for me, it was uneventful. We were able to control the restarts, get out on some of those guys, kind of control when we came down pit road. It was all working out great. And then we came down pit road once, and a couple guys stayed out, which was fine. That incident where I got shuffled back there, I feel like I got put between a rock and a hard place and got the raw end of the deal on it. So we kind of just hung in there, stayed strong mentally. Hard to do at Bristol, and worked our way back up through. I got lucky. Some guys decided to come down pit road there, which was probably not the greatest call towards the end. And once I had a shot back to go back after it, I wasn't gonna. After I felt like it was kind of taken away, I wasn't gonna be bashful about it. So we went and got it, and it was a fun race. It was a lot of fun for me at least.
Well, I definitely want to say congratulations, Sean. I know that you've been so close so many times so far this season. I mean, I know we're only 7 weeks in, but you know, you finally got it done tonight. The car looked good. You dominated the race. You know, I mean, you were always up there. So congratulations on that. But is there anybody out there you want to thank?
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Thank you for that one. I definitely want to thank the Hershy Design Company and Orion for everything that he does in his support. I want to thank the guys that I run with week in and week out, Justin, Al, AJ, those guys, Brian, all those guys are very supportive, help out quite a bit. They've been absent as of late, but not with me, they haven't. I want to thank Pink Ribbon Riders and for all they do, and Skidoo for playing along with that. And I want to thank, I really want to thank you guys up in the booth for kind of taking away the opportunities you guys could have to race to call these things, because it's definitely cool to go back and watch. And there is actually a lot of people that watch this, which is really neat to me. I also want to thank Troy for putting this thing on, and everybody else, you know, from the upper staff here at RFC that put this whole league on. It's a lot of fun week in and week out, and these races have been a blast. We've had a shot at pretty much almost all of them, and strategy didn't go our way, or kind of like you said, we've been on the verge of getting one, and it's finally great that we got one today.
Well, congratulations, brother, and we appreciate that. And now you get to do something cool. You get to go back probably tonight or whenever, go to AJ and Mr. Smith and a couple of the other guys and just go, nah, I'm in the chase.
Oh, they'll let me know before I get to let them know.
All right, Sean. Hey, congratulations again, bud. And it was a great race to watch, and way to climb back out. I know it's tough at Bristol, but you definitely got it done tonight. And congratulations. I'll let you down to celebrate with everybody, and have a great night.
Thank you very much.
That was Sean Cool, driver of the number 24 car. So that is it for Rick and I. Rick, I know you kind of had your moment, so I'll just check in on you. Do you have anything else going on?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much said it there before. I mean, the support that we have gotten, brother, is amazing. From everything from starting a league, not knowing what we were doing, to starting the broadcast. I look forward to the future. You know, we need some time to work, the things out, but everything's going to be good. I want to thank really quick Iowa Farmer, if you're still out there. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We appreciate that. And that's it, man. I mean, I look forward to the future. Good things are going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you. Like I said, you couldn't have said what you said any better, and I definitely echo every single word. Thank you all very much. This isn't the end; it's just the end for now, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next time. Keep CRN on your subscribe list. I'm sure every now and again there will be an across the infield. We're not totally done yet, but we're definitely stepping away from this side of it for a little while. And again, I want to thank everybody that's come out and who's watched our videos and watched our races. It's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it again with you, Rick. And I will send out a special shout out to all of our admins. They have really stepped up, and they are what's making this league go right now. And That's part of why we're getting out of this part of it, so we can focus a little bit more on the league side. So that's what we're going to do. Until next time, everybody, have yourselves a great night, and we will talk to you later.
Good night, all.